Hey there, so today we have another basic beers and we're going to be talking about the American Pale Ale, and with it we have the classic American Pale Ale, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. So this is a highly influential and important beer. This is one of the beers that started the American craft beer revolution. This was inspired by British pale ales, and it's actually important to understand context a little bit about history. So what are we in craft beer? Craft beer is quite unique in the sense that it was created as a rebellion in the 1950s to 70s. American beer was very much tightly knit within a few very large beer companies that were brewing just golden, tasteless kind of lager. And beer was very much consolidated within a few large corporations. Craft beer was a rebellion against that, where we had small breweries emerging that were actually hopping beer very highly, including this beer being super influential to that. And that's why we have IPA now. That's why hops scream in all these beers that we enjoy. And the IPA is the #1 best-selling craft beer style, right? So that's a very different route that we got here from where liquor has evolved from, or where wine has evolved from. American craft beer was based on revolution against these large macro breweries. So we have this beer over here. This recipe is almost 40 years old. This is highly influential. I mean, wow. This beer showcases the Cascade hop. In general, this style rolls from 4.5 to 6.2%. This one comes in at 5.6. Beer comes in, I mean, pale ales these days are a little bit lighter, especially if you talk to the New England style. This is what classic American Pale Ale looks like. It comes in a medium amber color, wonderful clarity to that. These beers are bottle conditioned, so you can actually, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can actually see there's a little bit of like yeast and sediment of everything in there. Fluffy white head. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, just pops of classic American flavors. It's citrusy, but not, again, those new American hops where they get really intense. This is orange zest, grapefruit peel. There's that little bit of floral action in there, touch of green pine, and then underneath is that like light sweet kind of malt character this beer has from the caramel malt. Follow through. It has that play of these juicy, sweet malt coming through, the caramel malt on top of that base pale malt, and really pushing on some sweetness, and that's playing well with those Cascade hops. I'm getting more of that citrusy quality. This again, the citrus that I'm talking about here is zesty and oily versus just like smack you in the face, the flesh of the fruit. This one is very, again, just like when you express those oils when you make an old fashioned or a cocktail. It's that grapefruit, it's that orange dancing around there. Again, more of that floral action as I talk. The beer bitters out a little bit. Just classic, clean drinking American Pale Ale. And obviously this style is very much evolved. I'd say a lot of people don't consider this a Pale Ale anymore because it's just, everything's gotten so much more hoppy. Things have gotten a lot more pale. Things have started using different hops, taking the caramel malt away, really making more like what some would consider IPA. So it's a clash between brewers' history and what you want to consider what is an American Pale Ale. This is the classic American Pale Ale, but we obviously see recipes have changed a lot, and IPAs have sort of slipped into the American Pale Ale category a little bit in what people are brewing, but this is classic. This is what it is. 1980, Sierra Nevada, 1976. This is American beer. This was before my time. Until next time, cheers. Post in the comments below if you'd like to see me do another basic beers later.